woman that I know is cheating with my man. I'm just not going to do that. Watching them interact and watching them have conversations is like watching her teach this woman how she wants them to operate. And I said that to her. I just really can't sit in a room with someone that will.
Melody Shari had no idea that her quiet move to Atlanta would cause so much chaos back in Huntsville. There was no goodbye post, no big announcement. She just packed her bags, took one last deep breath of Alabama air, and left. The house she moved into wasn't huge or flashy, but it radiated peace. No cameras. No gossip. No Martell pretending to care. Just her kids, her vision board, and the kind of silence that feels like freedom. You could tell something inside her had shifted. She wasn't running anymore. She was reclaiming herself. But while Melody was finally breathing again, Huntsville was gasping in rumors. Destiny Payton's name suddenly started popping up everywhere. Not because of a new project or success story, but because word on the street was that she'd been fired. Yep, fired. Love and marriage. Huntsville without Destiny. Some said it was long overdue. Others were shocked. But if you'd been paying attention, you could see it coming. Destiny came on the show full of promise, beautiful, confident, strong. Fans wanted to root for her. But over time, her story stopped connecting. The tension with Melody grew. Her business scenes felt forced and her energy went from open to defensive. And when people feel that shift, they talk by the latest reunion. Destiny looked over it. She snapped at simple questions and rolled her eyes at empathy. It wasn't just the cast who noticed it, was the audience too. So imagine producers sitting in a meeting, realizing that even when Melody's not there, every storyline still circles back to her. That's when tough decisions get made. Because if viewers only perk up when your name is tied to someone else, that's not your story, it's theirs. And let's be real, Destiny's friendship with Melody was never just a fallout. It was layered with envy, competition, and projection. Melody had her brand, her music, her movement. Destiny had potential, but she kept getting in her own way. One day she wanted peace. The next, she was shading Melody online. Yet whenever Melody won, fans compared the two. But you can only survive so long on someone else's glow. Meanwhile, Martell Holt, a man who swears family comes first, can't stop mentioning Melody. Every time she posts a smiling photo from Atlanta, suddenly Martell's on a podcast talking about co-parenting and healing. Sir, it's been years. Let it go. Fans see through it. This isn't about the kids. It's about control. The more Melody thrives, the more his grip slips. He's addicted to her energy, even if it's through drama. Back in Huntsville, Arian did what she does best, throw shade from the sidelines. The moment news broke about Melody's move, she posted something cryptic about women running from their truth. The timing wasn't subtle. Fans immediately flooded her comments, calling her bitter and obsessed. And honestly, they weren't wrong. Every time Melody moves forward, Arian pops up like clockwork, desperate for attention. But Destiny's situation hit differently. When the firing rumors spread, instead of handling it gracefully, she went live tossing subliminal jabs about real women staying silent. Everyone knew who she was talking about. Fans clapped back, reminding her that silence isn't strength when you've got nothing to show. The live meant to defend her turned into a storm of negative comments and memes. The hate didn't hurt as much as the indifference. People just stopped caring. When reality TV audiences move on, it's over. Insiders say producers had grown tired of trying to make Destiny's storyline work. Every rebrand flopped. One season she was running a beauty business. The next, she was hinting at a relationship that vanished mid-season. The spark that once drew people in was gone. Fans said she'd become too guarded and, you can't build a show around a wall. Meanwhile, Martell kept fanning the flames. Every interview circled back to Melody. I just want what's best for my family, he'd say, with that practiced sincerity, but everyone knew he missed being the center of attention. The woman he broke was now doing better without him, and that burned. Whenever his name starts fading, he finds a way to pull it back, showing up uninvited, making cryptic comments. Some call it manipulation. Others call it survival. But lately, the game's been playing him. The charm's gone. The apologies sound rehearsed. People are tired back in Atlanta. Melody's glow is undeniable. Her schedule is packed events, brand deals, business panels. The same woman who once cried on national TV now walks into every room like she owns it. It's not arrogance, it's clarity. She knows her worth now, and that scares the people who used to profit from her doubt. Her circle is smaller, but stronger. No gossip, just goals. And that's why the ripple effects of her piece keep shaking Huntsville. Destiny's bitterness shows every time she posts. Every defensive comment, every "I'm unbothered" moment says the opposite. Truly unbothered people don't need to announce it. Arian, too, keeps trying to insert herself in conversations she doesn't belong in. Her shady posts about fake healing only expose her own insecurities. She knows her relevance depends on other people's misand. That's sad. As for love and marriage, Huntsville, it just doesn't hit the same. Tisha's busy proving her marriage is fine. Marsa's doing interviews trying to sound deep, and Kimmy's holding everything together. But fans keep saying the same thing. It's just not the same without Melody. You can feel it to the pacing, the conversations, the energy. Melody wasn't just drama, she was the heartbeat. The show had weight when she was in it. Without her, it feels like filler. Producers tried to fix it, teasing new storylines, secret relationships, even new cast members. But viewers weren't buying it. The comments all say one thing: where's Melody? That's when everyone realized just how much power she had. It wasn't about popularity, it was authenticity. You can replace faces, but you can't fake energy. Meanwhile, Melody keeps stacking quiet wins. She's not bragging or posting subliminals, just moving with grace. Her speaking events are sold out, her brand's expanding, and she's genuinely happy. That glow isn't from makeup, it's from peace. And that's what stings her critics the most, watching her win without needing to prove anything. Martell can't escape the shadow of what he lost. His charm has turned to chaos, his words feel recycled, and his image is fading fast. Even when he launches something new, people still ask, but what about Melody? Destiny, on the other hand, keeps insisting she's fine. But her tone tells another story. She misses the platform, the validation. She had everything she needed to succeed, but pride got in the way. Instead of learning, she fought. Instead of opening up, she shut down. And walls don't make good TV. Now, people talk about her in past tense. Remember when Destiny was cool? Remember when we thought she'd blow up? That kind of nostalgia hurts more than hate, because it means people expected more. Destiny's biggest battle now isn't public opinion, it's herself. Until she faces her own mistakes, the audience won't return. As for Huntsville, it feels like a different world now. Without Melody's energy, everything feels off balance. The petty fights, the fake physiques, all noise. Even loyal fans admit the show's spirit left when she did. But maybe that's how it was meant to be. Some people are simply meant to outgrow the rooms they started in. Melody's journey proves that. She didn't need revenge or validation. Her piece became her success story. And whether people like it or not. Her exit didn't just end an era, it revealed who could rise without her, and who only stood because of her. And now that the dust has settled, the truth is undeniable. Melody, Shari's quiet departure didn't just change her life. It exposed everyone else's Huntsville has been spinning ever since. Trying to find its rhythm without her, but nothing fits quite the same. Every episode, every live, every shade-filled comment somehow traces back to her. That's the kind of impact you can't fabricate's earned. What Melody built wasn't just a storyline. It was influence. She showed viewers what self-respect looks like in real time, how to walk away without a meltdown, how to start over with grace, and how to make peace. Your loudest clapback. Meanwhile, Martell is still out here playing the same tired games. One minute he's preaching growth, the next he's posting subliminals about family unity. Fans aren't buying it anymore. The narrative of the reformed man has expired. Every time he drags Melody's name into a conversation, it screams desperation. He doesn't want her back, he wants her spotlight. But the thing about energy is, you can't steal it when someone's learned to protect it. Melody's energy is no longer accessible, and that's why he looks lost. He can chase interviews, spin his side of the story, or try to play the victim, but the public has already chosen peace over pity. As for Arian Curry, she's still caught in the same cycle, posting cryptic quotes, shading Melody and pretending to be unbothered while clearly bothered. At this point, people see her for what she is, a cautionary tale. The woman who got what she wanted but lost herself trying to prove a point. She thought exposure would bring validation, but it only brought backlash. The internet doesn't forget, and every time she mentions Melody, it reminds fans why they never respected her position in the first place. Destiny's situation feels heavier. It's not just a lost job, it's a lost purpose. When you build your identity around a show and that show moves on, what's left? She's fighting to stay relevant, but her energy feels conflicted. The fans who once rooted for her now scroll past her posts. The ones who cared don't comment anymore. And that silence is louder than any shade. Destiny's downfall wasn't about bad luck, was about missed lessons. She wanted about missed